the toe. We'll beat all the top teams and bottom teams too. We're on our way up and we'll beat you too. So we're saying goodbye to them all. As back to their homes they will crawl. You'll get no promotion this side of the basin. So cheer up and let's beat them all.
Well, good morning everyone and welcome to Eastland Division 2 Grand Final Day. The first of three matches to get underway here is the under-19s game between the Basin and Mulgrave. My name is John O'Van and I'm joined by Ryan Long. We're about to get underway for the pre-game ceremony. Of course, the acknowledgement of country and the national anthem before we get underway here at Walker Park in Mitcham. Good morning, Ryan. How are you?
Thanks, Jono. Yeah, very happy to be here. Big day. The Basin have had an incredible season. Just lost the 2 games all year by Mulgrave. Have had an interesting finals run. I saw them here a few weeks ago against South Belgrave, where they got done in that last quarter, and they've improved since then and made an impressive grand final berth. So looking for a fascinating game.
So the Lions have taken their premiership photo and we're almost set to go here for the pre-game ceremony. Let's go down to the ground announcer / MC, which is of course myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Walker Park for today's Eastland Division 2 Under-19s EFNL Grand Final between the Basin and Mulgrave. We begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today and pay respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. We extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here today. Would you now please be upstanding and join with the players, coaches and the umpires for the Australian National Anthem.
Our home is girt by sea.
There's something about that Julie Anthony version of the anthem, I tell you what.
Yep, and beautifully done by yourself, actually.
Thanks very
Master
much.
of ceremonies.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't quite get the intro right yesterday morning when I was doing the 19s game. But nevertheless, here we are. And, well, Mulgrave, an interesting road to get here, of course.
Yep.
They beat South Belgrave twice by the barest of margins, 3 points in the first week.
South Croydon, yeah, then South Belgrave in the prelim last week.
Yeah, which is quite, yeah. So what was it? It was 3 points in the first outing in week one, and then 4 points last week, and then of course they beat South Croydon by a fairly convincing margin.
Jono, my only concern is they've played each other 3 times during the regular season. The Bears won pretty much comfortably each time. Wasn't by massive margins, but they won, you know, I think by 31 points, another sort of 5-goal margin, and then a lesser one by about 23 points. So, look, they've got something to turn around, but I like a side coming into a grand final with a bit of momentum, and that's what they've got at the minute. I don't think many would have expected them to knock off South Belgrave last week, so they're in good form, and they'll certainly come in with a bit of confidence.
So the last time the Lions met the Bears, it was the Basin 9-12-64, defeating Mulgrave 4-4-28. So a convincing win for the Basin. And of course, the Mulgrave Lions under-19s last won the under-19 flag in 2014. And let's also remember that there is one flag that currently flies down at Garnet Road. A team that wears black and white, of course. How
long was that for you to mention that?
I don't know, a couple of minutes, of course, but out at HE Parker, so it'll be up for the Lions to bring home a flag to get us underway. Here's Ryan Long.
Here we go in the ruck. Smith gets the first tap out, falls to ground, running onto that. There's Forrest, Cody Forrest that is. Sends it inside 50 for the first time this afternoon for the Bears, and brought down in a tackle there. Inside 50 will get a stoppage. That was Pat Long being tackled there for the Mulgrave Lions. It's a ball up. And tap out, doesn't go too far. Short kick, looks to be kept in. And we'll get another stoppage here. Umpire, ball it up. We're at beautiful Walker Park. The MCG, the East, they call it.
Not quite.
Oh, that's what they call it here. It's a beautiful, beautiful ground, facilities, and Mitcham have done a fantastic job over this final series. This ball brought down to the ground. Handball out for the Bears. Tackled immediately. Hard to get anything going as Mulgrave get a short kick out. Punch back in the direction of the Bears forward 50, but that was Sandbrink that couldn't quite control it. Going out of bounds, we'll get a boundary throw in. A minute gone in this first quarter.
Well, it is a boundary ball up. It's a very confusing turn of phrase. And the Basin try and bring it out through the number 15, Cormac Brown. Still hovering along the outer side. The Basin just peppering away. Mulgrave setting up a defensive wall. But they still managed to get inside 50, though, do the Bears. Great tackle late as Mulgrave try and send it out. And Connor Cheney with the golden fist over the boundary line, and we'll do it all again on centre wing.
Important for the Lions just to get off to a good start. We've seen what's happened with Wanturna South yesterday in the reserves. As the underdogs coming in, they kept close and worked out pretty well as the Bears will go inside 50 here through Sandbrick inside, and mark taken. And they're going to have their first set shot of the grand final. Beautiful kick there by Sandbrink, who's been busy early. So a chance here for the Bears to get on the board. Saunders Emerson, who's had 50 goals this season. It's a massive year for him. Looking for goal number 51 and the first of the grand final. So in he comes, Lachlan Saunders Everson. Not bad off the boot. It's there, and he's pumped up. Bears are on the board. One straight 6. Mulgrave yet to score. We've got 2.5 minutes in this first term, Jono.
It's a very pro-Basin Bears crowd, and they have really set the tone for this morning's match. So it'll be up to Mulgrave to mount a very quick response here. I mean, they peppered away.
I think
been red
between
hot in attack so far.
Saunders, Emerson and Cormac Brown, they're probably going to be the two ones to look out for the Bears that the Lions will have to probably control.
And the two hyphens as well, let's not forget. Up we go in the centre of the ground. Rucks go at it. This time it's the Basin to get the tap down once again. But Mulgrave trying to find a way out, but collecting the footy there was Poe as they move to the edge of the centre square, but cleverly moving it around. They're under the pressure. Ferguson sends it inside 50 only just. Clever little effort there from Deal for Mulgrave, but it's gone over the boundary line and we'll have a boundary ball up on the temporary scoreboard side of the ground, just in front of the interchange benches and indeed the EFNL van. Up we go. This time it's Mulgrave to win the tap down. He was looking for Lannis. He gathered but then was immediately wrapped up. Holding the ball is the call. So here's Cody Forrest with the long hair. Sends a short one. Finds a teammate. He'll have a shot on goal directly in front of us. So probably a routine set shot here for Cameron Edwards.
Forrest certainly going to be one to watch today. He's had, I think he's been the best 10 times this season. Already off to a good start.
Edwards, measured approach. Comes in for the Bears' second. Kicks. It's just slightly offline. So the first blemish of the day for the Bears. 1-1-7, Mulgrave yet to score.
So what's Mulgrave's response here? Bears have had a quick start. Getting some score on the board early. Coming up to 5 minutes in this first term. It's a Division 2 grand final for the under-19s. A long kick out. Mark taken. That's strong hands there by Fletcher Wiley, the captain. Kicks it down the line and they've got players out. They've got a chance here. They've got some players open. Goes inside 50 and hits that target.
Joel Pereira.
So probably too far out the score, you'd think.
He's just got
angle as well, so he may just put it up towards the top of the square, but
send it.
He'll send. That's exactly what he'll do. Send
Bang.
it. Big kick. It's too far right. Certainly got onto it. That is out of bounds on the full, so no score there for the Lions. It's the ball brought back into play here by Sleeman. Or Ferguson, apologies. Kobe Ferguson. Played a few games in the seniors this year. It'll be a very important play for them today. Goes down the middle of the ground. If they can
look out,
it's a very dangerous spot to kick it into. Lions have got some numbers here. One of them is
Rouse.
Dean, who goes long, big mark, not taken, fall through the hands, and Ferguson will just rush that over the line. Almost taken there by Pereira. So just a minor score, but Mulgrave are on the scoreboard now. 1 minor score to the Basin 1-1-7. 6 minutes gone in this first term.
So the defensive wall was set up last time for the Lions. Can they do it again? Nope, they've got plenty of open space. Do the Basin. It's the number 21, but don't have him on the team sheet by the looks of things. So they move to centre wing. Great mark taken there by Edwards. The goal scorer, well, the behind scorer, I should say, most recently for the Basin. To the edge of the square. Bit of aerial ping pong, back, forth, left and right. Players scramble to try and get it out the back of the scrum. It is an absolute rugby maul. It's gone about 10, 15 metres. A nomination for wrong sport, mate, for sure. Going to go up again. Oh, no, there's a free kick. So there we go. Great work there. Put on the spoil from Poe. But umpires picked out a free kick to go the way of the Mulgrave Lions. They're going to try and clear it.
So just hanging on here. They've done pretty well to limit the Bears just to the 1 goal, considering they've had most of the play this quarter. Down the line, mark taken, strong hands, Aidan Rouse. And they played on straight away, but it's coming back. So Aidan Rouse will take possession of the ball. Got some plays out here. Just a short kick to the far wing. They're happy just to slowly make their way up the ground. Expecting maybe a bit of a low-scoring grand final, as a lot of the games have been this final series so far.
Tightly contested.
Absolutely. as we get a boundary throw in. That far wing. Majority of the play this quarter has been on that far side. Tapping it the way there, the Basin. They've got some players out. One of them there in Forest had plenty of the ball early. They keep the ball going and they could be able to go back inside 50. Standing there is the Lions defender in the right spot, and he's earned himself a free kick around the neck. He was brave. Certainly put his body on the line. Wasn't afraid of the contact that he was going to get. So short kick to the far side again. Again, just a bit of a slow movement as they work their way up the ground.
This might be the way to go here.
Well, they are looking at that kick inside the middle of the corridor. Finding Rouse again. He's been busy early. He may just send it as long as he can, and it's exactly what he does inside 45 for the Lions. Punched away, ball hits the ground, and the Bears have got some numbers here. They kick out, but it's going nowhere, so Rouse will just send it right back inside. And a mark taken. Fulanis kicks over the top, drop there, and they're lucky they've got a free kick here going to Sikasin, and he'll have the shot on goal for the Lions.
I think a photo of Manny featured on an EFNL media post, a Facebook page. It was so the boys got around that. I think it was a statement from CEO Troy Swainston. There you go.
An important one here for the Lions to even the score up in this first term. Looking all right off the boot. It's great. It's there. The Lions have hit the board and the goals. 1-1-7 apiece. And Sarkisian has his first. We've almost gone 10 minutes in this first term.
The calls of sorts of Chewy on your boot didn't quite work, as you might be able to hear from the grandstand.
We're into the Bear Cave up here.
Didn't realise that Bear Caves were elevated, Ryan. You learn something new every day. Well, scores are level here, and Mulgrave get the response that they need. But this time, it's the tap from Smith, a very deft touch. But it goes to the left of centre. Mulgrave's end, fair scramble. Umpire says nothing doing. My ball right on the cricket pitch, or just very close to. You might have to move it off the umpire. He does exactly that this time. Again, it's the Basin ruckman to send it down, but this time the Lions go inside. Trying to put on the defensive effort there is Hunt. And he does well as the Basin clear out on the opposite side of the ground. Centering ball for Poe wasn't that great as Mulgrave trying to manufacture something out of this. Getting hard in and under there was Leolios. Another ball up just in front of the crowd on the outer side there. Up we go once again. A few taps here and there. But we're going to go again for another ball up. So perhaps ball up's the order of the day here, Ryan.
Certainly is. Highly contested first term. 1-1-7 apiece. We'll get another tackle on that far wing. It's where the majority of this quarter has been, on that far side. But I think from a Mulgrave perspective, you'd be pretty happy right now that you've been able to even up the scores. Just 1-1-7 as the Basin look to go inside 50 themselves. But standing under it there is Rouse again for the Lions. Been an important play for him in this first quarter. Taking quite a few marks as he sends it through the corridor. If they can get something going here, they might be out. Trapping it well there was Williams. A bit of a scrap in the middle of the ground. The Bears come in and lay a few tackles. Both sides are happy to take that kick into the corridor. But it is a risk every time as the Smith gets his tap out straight to his rover there in Arfi. Long to... Got it. Saunders Emerson. Just a one-handed. And he's the danger man, Jono.
I'd be happy to confer a nickname upon him. Perhaps the boys call him LSE. Who knows? But perhaps if he stars today, he'll have that nickname and that moniker on him for the rest of his life.
So he comes in quickly and makes no mistake. Bears have got their second, and so does Saunders Emerson. 2-1-13 the Bears, the Lions 1-1-7. We're coming up to 13 minutes in this third term.
So here we are. It is neck and neck for the moment here at Walker Park, and fairly overcast day, but that is not hampering the spirits of the people here at all.
There's going to be a big crowd today, I reckon.
This afternoon,
Fill it in.
still two games to come. Of course, Knox and Templestowe with Jared Beanland and myself, and of course then the senior game to follow that. We'll have full coverage on the SEN app and Eastern FM. Up we go in the middle. This time it's Poe again getting the tap down, but players hit the deck. An umpire immediately crosses himself. We'll go again in the centre circle, almost as a direct reset, pretty much. Up we go again for take two. The Mully ruckman flew in Campbell, but couldn't quite get the tap as Ferguson gets caught high. Did a bit of a Jack Ginnivan there, I reckon. He sends it in. Umpire calls play on as no mark was taken. Players hit the deck left, right, front, behind. Umpire players and supporters call for holding the ball, and they get that indeed. And this time it's again the Basin to have another shot on goal, and they might be able to get away to a 12-point lead. They do just that. And so now it's 3-1-19, the Basin leading Mulgrave 1-1-7. It's just over 14 and a half gone, I should say.
So a good start to the Bears. Certainly probably controlled majority of this quarter, but now they're starting to get that result on the board. Impressive kick there. Rewarded with the tackle. I believe that was Liam West. They lead by 12 points. Coming up to 15 minutes gone in this first term. The Division 2 Under-19s Grand Final. Back in the ruck. Tapped out. Falls to ground. No one can quite pick it up cleanly, but Alfie here may be able to pick it up. If they can, they get moving. Inside 50. The handball back and towards goal. Poe, yes! Christian Poe puts it through. And the Bears have got 2 in a minute. 4-1-25. Mulgrave Lions 1-1-7.
They're on the march. The Basin off to a red-hot start here at Walker Park, and it'll be interesting to see what the coaches say at half-time in the camp of the red and blue team. And the only time they've got, if they've got ample time to respond, it's going to be in the second half when they've got 5 minutes of stoppage time, of course, in the last 5 minutes of the quarter. Play restarts, and again it's Ferguson getting caught high. Umpire says, yep, for sure this time. Or not.
No free kick.
He didn't give the free kick this time. He saw what happened and said, no, I'm not giving it to you this time, mate. Rucks go at it. And it's Ferguson to get caught high again. The umpire says, really? Ball up. So Ferguson, the recipient of one high free kick, he's done the same about 3 times. And Mulgrave, well, trying to see it over as the pack of players converge. Now Ferguson's off the ground, so he's gone for a bit of a spell. Gervasoni trying to collect there as Mulgrave advance forward, collecting the ball there was Pereira. Then he spilled it. His players come down on the tackle, and Ganatsios gets his reward after the tackle. Inside 50 now, a short kick is not that great, but Mulgrave still might be able to find a way out here. Holding the ball is the call, a great tackle laid there.
Cody Forrest.
By Forrest, so he's been involved fairly early, Ryan.
Yeah, it certainly has. His kick, though, was highly contested and works out okay as they've got some space here on the wing. If he can pick it up here in Gribble, and a free kick here awarded to the Lions. A high free kick. So Scantos, I think, has kicked it inside 50 and it's gone straight to the Basin defender. Emerton stands strong in defence and a short kick back to his teammate Nui. Coming up to 18 minutes gone in this first term. Got a strong lead at the moment. The kick is a 2-on-1 in favour of the Lions, so it doesn't work out too well for the Bears. Picking up there was Pereira, handballed it into space, into a dangerous area. They've got some players out, but once again, the Bears' defence holds up pretty strong. Good tackle there by Nui. And a free kick to the Bears, so I believe that'll be Nui who will take it.
Just taken below the knees there by the looks of the umpiring signal.
Forrest, apologies, he goes to that far wing. And their backline pressure has been really strong. Lions have had a few chances, but they're certainly going to be made to earn every bit of it today as the ball is punched over the line on that far wing once more.
Have a ball in. A nice rugby-style pass there from the boundary umpire. Up we go. Rucks go at it. Great deft touch there from the Mulgrave ruck. But I think it was Cormac Brown sending it in as far as the half-back line, but they still managed to get it across the centre square. They'll go inside 50 now, the Basin, as West sends it in and finds a teammate very comfortably.
Be a bit dangerous times here for the Lions if this goes through. Certainly got a lot to work with coming into the quarter-time break.
That man taking the mark there was Cameron Edwards, and he'll have another shot on goal here. And danger signs for the Mully boys on the stroke of half-time. Edwards pretty much directly in front. Kicks. It's on its way. It's just to the left as the siren sounds to signify quarter time here at Walker Park in the first game of Eastland
ladies and gentlemen,
Division.
Welcome to the Mitcham Football Club, Eastern Football League.
It's the Basin 4-2-26, Mulgrave 1-1-7.
We have egg and bacon rolls available for sale at the Jealous Craig Tiger Tent, right next door to the Caravan. Freshly brewed coffee in the sports bar, right next door to the canteen. Entry is via the viewing deck. We hope you enjoy your day and may the best team win, and good luck to all the competing clubs.
AFL Victoria, with support of leagues and clubs, are committed to keeping our game great, and we're strong in our stance that any form of abuse across football at all levels is not tolerated. Any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf. Make a promise to be the best version of yourself and support the hard-working volunteers, coaches and umpires who make our great game come to life. Real fans respect the game. Make a pledge to keep the passion alive, but remember, any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf.
How many times you said whatever, you know, our line, our famous line, came here. Oh, okay. No, it wasn't. It was one other thing. So you can see her right from here. They've blocked off all these bloody old. Oh, yeah, but that's good.
Jackson's kicked another one here. the footy. Plenty of Tigers around the footy as our Redbacks bursting through. On the left there was George. He's kicked it! Straight through the middle, and the first major of the game goes to Ringwood. They are 1-1-7.
The free kick here, spears the ball inside forward 50 now, spinning around. They're doing okay here. Will this one go through? That's an absolute cracker there by Mitch Brereton. Well, he found the big sticks. He was caught
Towards the half-forward line. Players converge. In the back there, I thought was Lachlan, but the poke cut kick comes down towards the forward 50, and it's dragged down to the mark. Taken there by Jesse Cherry. And he's won himself a free.
Rudd went in really hard, falling over at the crucial stage. There was Glossop. They've coughed it up. Here's Farmer. Farmer doesn't miss it from there. There's absolutely no way about that. Fantastic goal there by Ringwood. They worked.
He's forward reserve.
Or a Jeff Baring.
Here's Singh. Puts it onto the right boot. It's a long kick. Going to go to the right though. Played by Farmer. Farmer at the back. Sharp the pack brilliantly. Take the boundary line. This would really make things hurt here for the Tigers. Plays on, snaps around their body, and he's kicked it. Mitch Palmer kicks his second of the afternoon, 42 on the year.
Professional free kick. He comes in now. He'll kick from just outside the arc. He's already got two. He just loves it. He's an absolute gem. Mitch Farmer gets goal number 3, and they are out to play today.
Towards Blythe, in towards the forward 50, taken there by Jackson, outstretched. Play on, says the umpire. Jackson puts it onto the right boot. Goalward, and it goes through. Jackson's kicked another one here for the Redbacks, and they are running away with it here.
Singh, little knock over the back, and they get another one. There is still time. Charging through the middle of the ground, Callanan goes inside forward 50. Oh, the siren sounds. They were peppering. What a burst. 20 goals. So he knows where the big sticks are. We're right behind him. We'll ride it home. The faithful want something to cheer about. The faithful get something to cheer about. Mitcham are on the scoreboard, the Eastland scoreboard.
He has already got one this afternoon. Runs in from about 25-30 out. He puts it onto the right boot. It's straight as an arrow, and it's straight through the middle, and Mitcham have their second of the... this to make it potentially 21. Onto the right boot, doesn't miss from there, and Mitcham are closing the distance here on Ringwood slightly. 3-2-20, they trail. One is Seb Willenberg, turns around, puts the hand pass back, finds Gordon. Here's the kick in towards the goal, and the goal purchase it has! Straight.
A few warning signs, but in saying that, you can get yourself back in the game very quickly. It's only 19 points. So a couple of quick early ones here for the Lions would be ideal, and then they can work their way back in the game. But John, also the pressure from the Bears back six as well has been really, really strong. So they've had some chances. They've been run down in a few tackles inside their forward 50, and that probably just, got to be a bit more quicker when they've got it in there and use it when they can, because they won't get that many opportunities if they don't take them.
So we're just waiting on some supporters to vacate the arena. Just under the scoreboard. The scoreboard side of the ground. And we'll get underway for the second term here at Walker Park. It's the Basin and Mulgrave. Up goes the football. Campbell got the tap down, and then out the back there very quickly was Powie. Gets it to a teammate. That teammate, of course, is LSE, Lachlan Saunders-Emerson.
Just a beautiful lead for the ball. Just right position in front and strong hands. It's going to be a star.
He'd be an early contender for player of the match this early in the game. If he can put on a show for the rest of the game. Here he is, Saunders-Emerson, kicks, and they immediately celebrate. The Basin kick ahead, and that's their fifth. 5-2-32. Lead Mulgrave 1-1-7 in 45 seconds.
And Christian Pogue, you've got to give him credit. He found plenty of space then, and then a beautiful kick inside 50. A lot of players, even with that sort of space, can sort of just rush the kick it over the top of players. That was just lace out right in front, exactly where Saunders-Emerson wanted it. And it sets the Basin's first goal for the second quarter. They jump out to a 26-point lead, a 25-point lead. So ball back into the middle. Lions need the next one. There's a free kick here given. So Volanis will take that for the Lions, and he'll send it inside 50 Mark taken out the back, got it. Perfectly awaited the kick and put himself in the right position, did
Ganatsios.
So, to state the obvious, it's a very important kick. Just to keep the lines in it. Certainly one or two more the Bears' way, and it starts to make things really tough. There's a fair way out on a bit of an angle. Maybe just about 40, 45 out. Nice approach. On the right boot, look good looking kick. If it holds its distance, it does. That's a beautiful kick. Lions get their second, 2-1-13 the Bears, 5-2-32. We've gone 2 minutes into this second term.
Well, the Basin player on the mark there stood no chance trying to do the twist and throw imaginary rocks or something, I don't know, but didn't quite work. So that's back to the drawing board to try and put the players off. And some niche little facts, perhaps useless in the scheme of the game, and perhaps to try and put Ganatsios off. Back in the middle. There's a Mulgrave player buried underneath all that. Of course, it's the goal kicker, Ganatsios. Will go up again. Just to the right of the square. Great tap there by Smith. He put the clearing fist away. Pressure's applied there by both sides as it just trickles so closely to the Basin half-forward line. Rocks go at it. Smith gets it on the secondary, just on the half volley. It's up to both sides just under pressure to clear it, and they're not going to. Go again, Smith. This time, it's the tap down. It's not quite roved as well as Poe would have liked. Got to play without the football. Clearing it out the back there is Valanis. On the outer side, but it's the Basin to send it back in. Great defensive mark there taken by Wiley. And he clears it out, but only as far as that Basin defender. There is a massive fight on at ground level. Collins getting involved there, but it's the Basin to send it inside 50 to the hot spots. Oh. Saunders Emerson flew high, and out the back there is one of his teammates who goes for home. Mark was almost taken by the Mulgrave defender on the line. He's got a bit of work to do. Handballs it out in front of himself. Collecting the ball there was Ferguson. Ferguson goes big, but can't quite go home to the near side. It will go.
He did end up with the ball, but he was wide open before that kick that just went towards goal. So could have had a set shot, but geez, he looks dangerous. He's played, I think, 3 games in the senior side this year, as the Lions will send it out their back 6. Mark not taken into the pack. Chance here for Ganatsios. We'll get a ball up. Bit of an injury concern here for the Bears. Bit slow to get up. Hopefully no issues there. Fingers crossed as the ball is sent forward for the Bears.
Also Ferguson is under the under the blood rule.
Well, they've got players out here, but the kick isn't a good one. They've still got that many numbers that they should be able to recover it. And out on the wing here, Mark taken. So a short kick down the line. Finds his target in Brock, but didn't quite mark it, so played on. Short handball, then kicked forward, snapped around the body. Taking it there, the Lions defenders just went straight into a Basin player. Handballs it out towards the boundary line. They try and keep it in. Not quite. So Peter Brock couldn't quite keep that in, but we'll get a boundary throw in. Or ball up here right in front of us. 5-3-33 the Bears. Mulgrave 2-1-13. Ball went straight up. No one grabbed it. Coming in there, the Lions player got a handball out. Kicking it forward there was Rouse. Didn't have much to work with. So the Bears come back in and a intercept mark. So Mulgrave under a lot of pressure, but They're holding on.
Move it down the centre of the ground, and the mark is taken there by Gervasoni. Moves on quickly with a big kick to a contest. Falls behind the players though. Umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go the way of Mulgrave. The man to take the free kick there is Austin Dean. Dean descended forward again, lowers the eyes, hits his target perfectly. Just on the edge of the paint of the forward 50 for the Lions.
They've certainly worked themselves back into this game. The Basin have been really strong, but credit to the Lions. They're definitely keeping up. Just probably need that reward on the scoreboard. Just have to take every opportunity, don't they, John?
They do. So a big kick to come here. It is a mammoth kick. It's there. Wowee. How about that? You see a number there? Sarkisian.
He's got 2.
What a goal there. That is fantastic.
Oh, gee,
doesn't get any better than that. From long range, from downtown, bang.
How about some of the set shot kicking today? I had a few really strong kicks, and it's such an underrated skill that is never talked about enough. The ability to go back and take your chances in front of goal, and both sides have done that so far. The ball back up in the middle. Tap out here for the Lions, and they kick it inside 50. Need a mark, not quite. Falls to the pack here, handball it forward. Again, that man, Sarkisian, he was tackled with it, and he's earned himself a free kick. So he's going to take the set shot, and he'll look for just 2 goals for himself in less than a minute and really bring this margin back.
This would be a handy goal for the Lions.
So you don't want to put the moz on him, but you have to back him with the way he's been kicking. He's already got 2. He's looking for goal number 3. So in he comes. Sarkisian. That kick is just as good, and he's got 2 in a minute. And the Lions are back in this game. 4-1-25. The Bears 5-3-33. We've gone 9 minutes into this second term of the Under-19s Division 2 Grand Final.
How many times have you been the, I suppose, on the giving end of a commentator's curse, Ryan? Because obviously the footy gods...
I knew he was going to kick that, John.
The footy gods prevailed, and you didn't put the moz on him, so Mulgrave supporters rejoice. Back in the middle now. There's a brief scrum for about 5 metres, and we'll go up again, this time to the right of the centre square, the centre circle, sorry. Coming out with it was Sleeman, sending a long-range
Did well
kick.
That.
And that was a great mark taken in defence by the Bears player there. The kick is looking for Smith. It falls behind him, though. The teammates there to collect in, I think it was number 16 in West. But they move ever so closely to goal. And then the footy bounces at right angles, right in front of the Eastern Football Netball League marquee. And a last possession kick results. Here come the Lions. A massive kick goes inside 50. A one-on-one contest falls in favour of the Lions. The kick goes towards goal. Well, it goes across, and it was a good kick.
The kick from
Sarkisian taken. So Sarkisian has a perfect kick to -1 in the number 14 in Austin Dean, and he'll have a shot on goal. This is good for the Lions. They found a bit of form.
They've turned it on, having those last 5 minutes, winning the clearances and making the most of the opportunities.
So Austin Dean to bring the deficit to 2 points. He's done it! A great kick straight over the umpire's hat, and that brings the score to the Basin. 5-3-33. Lead Mulgrave by only 2 points. 5 goals the same, 1 behind 31. This is where things get interesting, and Mulgrave have indeed turned it on, as you say, Ryan Long.
4 goals in a row for the Lions, and they are back in this game. We have a contest. As you said, 2-point margin. Sarkisian has been huge this quarter.
Said something
set
about
up that kick for Dean.
Said something about a 2-point margin yesterday, but I got it completely the wrong way around. So it's actually nice to get it back onto one. Here's Ryan
Well, there
Long.
you go. So back in the middle again. A neat clearance here for the Bears. As Swindle gets exactly that, goes in the direction of his teammate Nafi. Passed it off. And they've got some numbers here. Might come back to Afi, but the umpire said it was throwing the ball. So a free kick here to the Lions. They've done really well to make them really get back into this game. The long kick down the line, not quite a mark, was pretty almost there, you would have said. And that kick looks to be out on the full. So the Bears will take possession of the ball once more. 12 minutes gone in this second term. So we've got a contest on our hands. Bears only the 2 losses this season. Oh, the kick put Nui under a bit of pressure. But he took the mark and then passed it off to the other Nui. Now the dangerous kick in the corridor works all right. A Swindle passes it off.
Great
Big tackle. They're lucky to get away with it, the Bears. Smothered again. Look at the pressure the Lions have brought to this contest. Handball over the top and now they're off again. Batista again. Short kick, doesn't go too far. He's bumped as he kicked it. Taking possession there for the Bears. Chambers tackled over the line.
Great pressure there from Andy
Mulgrave have
Ganatsios.
risen the heat. This is big.
As Trent Cullen says, what does he say? It's hot or
hot in the kitchen.
Hot in the kitchen. That's right. A big hello to Trent if you're watching. Big fly there from Campbell, but couldn't quite bring it down. The ball is down though, and the umpire crosses himself and says, "We'll do it all again." Campbell to do the ruck against Smith. Have a little kick out the back there from Gervasoni. Finds a teammate. And Mulgrave, for what's this now? It'll be
They're looking for
5 in a row, wouldn't it? And this would be absolutely huge from Connor Cheney. He'll bring the house down here at Walker Park if he kicks this, and Mulgrave can take a lead. Cheney approaches. We've got the perfect vantage point here. He just misses to the right. In fact, by just, I mean by about halfway. So it's about 5 metres to the right-hand goalpost, of course. And man behind the goals collects. And the Basin will send it in. So the score, 5-3-33. Mulgrave, 5-2-32. It's 1 point in it.
14 minutes gone. Long kick down the line. Mark taken there by Smith. And they just steady a bit. They've been under a lot of pressure. So the long kick looking to go inside 45. Standing under it there. Couldn't take the mark.
Deal.
And he's tackled to the ground. And a free kick. The umpire says holding the man. So taking it there is Deal. And he switches it to the far side.
They've got the ball. They've got it on.
Well, they're more than happy to take on this game now. Batista goes inside. And the kick is going to go the Basin's way.
Of course, the last possession rule probably, I think it's probably one of the best parts about the
Keeps the game
that
moving.
makes things interesting.
So here's Poe for the Bears. They still lead. They've allowed the last 4 goals for the Lions. Short kick over the top to West. And they're just starting to slowly make their way forward. The handball receive. And a short kick. He's tackled as he was kicked, and I believe that will go to the Lions. And they play on immediately into the middle there. Ganatsios. Been involved a bit early. Kick down the line. Got it. Pierre up. Oh, no, I believe that may have been... It's going the Bears' way, John. I don't know what happened there. That
Marking
Bears
infringement,
instead,
perhaps.
so right into the corridor. Dangerous spot. Could go either way. Who's going to pick it up? It's the Lions. Through Ganatsios. Passes it off, but it's cut off. Now the Bears kicking it down towards their forward half. A few tackles there. Comes out, and instead he'll go over the top. West is in right position. Did well, he plays on. He might just put this towards goal on the boundary line. You betcha. What a kick. And the Bears recover. 6-3-39 to Mulgrave, 5-2-32. Tough angle. Stands up under pressure.
Absolutely nailed it. It's something that you might just want to, use a dribble kick for, but perhaps that
Not when you can kick like that.
would be fairly ordinary if that was the case, and then the kick to slightly miscue. They'd be ruining their chances there, but they don't on this occasion. So up we go. In the air. Ferguson's tackled. Drawing some more high contact as well as Ferguson. Smith slaps it out of the ruck. Comes to broadcast side, the football. Players come at it. Richard sends one down, but the free kick's been paid. It's going to go the way of Mulgrave.
Now, should that be downfield?
Umpire's conferring it is downfield.
No, it's coming back
not.
here.
So the umpire, the out of zone umpire signal, no, bring it back, but bring it down, I should say. Deal sends a high up and under. Players fly at it. No one can quite get it. Putting on the pressure there is Ferguson as Dean collects and he's gone. G-A-W-N, gone. And Ferguson gets his just reward at half back for the Basin. He's got Karsnich presenting, but he ignores him. Mark was almost taken there by Smith. He's been everywhere today. Umpire crosses himself 70 metres out from Mulgrave's goal and will have a ball up.
Big contest here at Walker Park today. 18 minutes gone in this second term. It's the Bears by 7 points. The Lions have had a big second quarter to get themselves back in this game as the ball is pushed over the line. So we'll get a ball up here. 6-3-39, 5-2-32. Smith in the ruck, taps it out. As Jono said just before, he's been huge. Gets it again. Couldn't quite get a kick away, though. As we'll get another stoppage here. Thanks for joining us. Live stream here on YouTube. Ball up. Smith. Out there. Swindle's wrapped up. Get another ball up. Coming up to 19 minutes gone in this second quarter. Tap forward. And no room there for Ganatsios to break free. Jono's been important this quarter.
He has. He has indeed.
One of those Lions players have really stepped up. The handball out. Ferguson tackled. Once again, another stoppage. Just taking the bit of time off the clock here coming up to half time. Bears will probably be happy just to take a 7-point lead with the way things have been going.
Merkley went down there behind play, but was the umpire blindsided. And some Mulgrave supporters not happy with that either. We go in the pocket, very close to the junction. What's that now, the third or fourth ball up in a space of 30 seconds. Up we go again. Let's go at it. Smith sends it down to ground.
You almost need a free kick here just to break things open.
You could play a game of hangman to signify what happens next. But it's a fairly long game of hangman if you're going to describe what's happening now. And of course that is the halftime siren has sounded. And it's the Basin 6-3-39, Mulgrave 5-2-32. Before we go to the halftime break, Ryan Long, if you would just recap the goal scorers. There's been plenty of them.
Yeah, so for the Bears, Saunders Emerson has been their main man up forward. He's kicked 3, Liam West with 2, Christian Poe with 1, while for Mulgrave, they started to get on that ball, that scoreboard this quarter with Sarkisian. He's got 2, Dean 1, Ganatsios 1. We're going to the halftime break. It's the Bears leading by 7 points, 6-3-39 to Mulgrave 5-2-32. Division 2 under-19s grand final.
AFL Victoria, with the support of leagues and clubs, are committed to keeping our game great, and we are strong in our stance that any form of abuse across football at all levels is not tolerated. Any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf. We are encouraging all spectators not to confuse their anger with passion. We're all here for the same reason, for the love of Australia's favourite game. We want supporters, parents and players to make a promise to be the best versions of themselves and to support the hard-working volunteers, coaches and umpires who make our great game come to life every week on local grounds across our great state. Real fans respect the game. Make a pledge to keep the passion alive, but remember, any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf.
So it's half time in the Division 2 Under-19 Grand Final between the Basin and Mulgrave. It's the Basin up by 7.63, 39 to 5-2, 32. Don't forget we've got egg and bacon rolls available for sale at the Jealous Crate Tiger tent right next to the caravan. Freshly brewed coffee in the sports bar right next to the canteen. Entry via the viewing deck. We hope you have an enjoyable day and good luck to all the competing clubs and may the best team win.
Through the middle, Mitcham, right. The footy, plenty of Tigers around the footy as our Redbacks bursting through. On the left there was George, he's kicked it! Straight through the middle, and the first major of the game goes to Ringwood. They are 1-1-7.
The free kick here. Spears the ball inside forward 50 now. Spinning around. They're doing okay here. Will this one go through? That's an absolute cracker there by Mitch Brereton. Well, he found the big sticks. He was caught
Towards the half-forward line. Players converge. In the back there, I thought was Lachlan. But the pop kick comes now into the forward 50, and it's dragged down in the mark. Taken there by Jesse Cherry. And he's won himself a free.
Rudd went in really hard. Falling over at the crucial stage there was Glossop. They've coughed it up. Here's Farmer. Farmer doesn't miss it from there. There's absolutely no way about that. Fantastic goal there by Ringwood. They worked.
He's forward reserve.
Or a Jeff Baring.
Here's Singh. Puts it onto the right boot. It's a long kick. Going to go to the right though. Play it. Oh, what a mark! Farmer at the back. Sharp the pack brilliantly. Take the boundary line. This would really make things hurt here for the Tigers. Plays on, snaps around the body, and he's kicked it. Mitch Farmer kicks his second of the afternoon, 42 on the year.
Professional free kick. He comes in now. He'll kick from just outside the arc. He's already got two. He just loves it. He's an absolute gem. Mitch Farmer gets goal number 3, and they are out to play today.
Towards Blythe, in towards the forward 50, taken there by Jackson, outstretched. Play on, says the umpire. Jackson puts it onto the right boot. Goalward, and it goes through. Jackson's kicked another one here for the Redbacks, and they are running away with it here.
So Singh, little knock over the back, and they get another one. There is still time. Charging through the middle of the ground, Callanan goes inside forward 50. Oh, the siren sounds, they were peppering. What a first. 20 goals, so he knows where the big sticks are. We're right behind him. We'll ride at home. The faithful want something to cheer about. The faithful get something to cheer about. Mitcham are on the scoreboard, the Eastland scoreboard.
He has already got one this afternoon. Runs in from about 25-30 out. He puts it onto the right boot. It's straight as an arrow, and it's straight through the middle, and Mitcham have their second of the... And, this to make it potentially 21. Onto the right boot, doesn't miss from there, and Mitcham are closing the distance here on Ringwood slightly. 3-2-20, they trail. One is set. Willenberg turns around, puts a hand pass back, finds Gordon. Here's the kick in towards the goal, and the goal purchase it has! Straight through the middle, Mitcham are right back in this one, and what? Collier gets gritted into the ground there by Willenberg. No free kick play continues. Here come the Tigers, kick by Tui into what's the forward 50, and taking the mark there is Parente, and he'll go up and line up for his second.
Mitcham in this quarter, and that's why they're getting the benefit of the free kicks.
So plays on quickly, kicks it up high, high. Does it got the carry Brothers! What a goal there from Jake Toohey, another Tobin Brothers goal of the day. Can that opportunity there, maybe the Ringwood Footy Club, but here they've got the play back now. Snap by Brandon. Oh, right off the back, and he's kicked it. Yet another contender for Tobin Brothers. Goal of the day. Brereton's got his second.
Effort, the ball's still alive. It's about 10 metres out from goal. Who can scoop on it there? Little knock on. Parente's on the goal line and he gets boot to bowl. Oh, boot to...
I'll show you what I'm going to do.
Had a chance early. Best right back, so.
Up in the middle here. Across the face. And we're back on the air in Eastland Division
Few technical problems.
2 grand final day. Of course, the first under-19s game between the Basin and Mulgrave. A few technical difficulties here, but we're back. John O'Ven and Ryan Long with you.
Jai Sandbrick with the first goal in that third quarter for the Bears. So they're now 7-4-46, Mulgrave 5-2-32. 5 minutes into this third quarter, Lions switch the ball, and they find out on that far side Austin Dean. Austin Dean, short chip, kicks and hits a target. Ganatsios, been a key player this afternoon, or this morning, sorry, for the Lions. Short kick into the middle. I think it was an advantage free kick. Oh, it's 25 metres, I believe. So, taking possession of the ball here, Aiden Rouse. Some players open. Campbell's one of them. Not a lot of space, but doesn't quite see him, and instead just goes long down the line into the forward 50 here for the Lions. Picking up well. Handball's over the top. Here's a chance. Running onto it. Ferguson for the Bears did very well, and he earned himself a free kick. So, in the right spot, right time, Kobe Ferguson, important player for the Bears.
Ferguson gets that's another free kick. Lowers the eyes, but immediately turns it over. Ganatsios has the kick, just at half forward. And he's got to load up and I reckon send this one as far as he possibly can.
Well, Bears have got numbers behind the ball, so
but he
be
lowers the eyes and turns it over again. So a bit of ping pong ensues. And what a great grab there from Wiley in the centre of the ground. A great defensive grab. Wiley lowers the eyes again, and another turnover, this time in the hands of Brock. Plays on, goes near side this time, and another turnover.
Kick to kick.
It is kick to kick. It's like something you'd see in like rugby nines or something like that. Anyway, this time there's no turnover, and Tyler Richards has it. Richards goes over the Eastland logo, and you guessed it, another turnover. This time, the Basin at half back through Forrest. He's had a lot of the ball today. Goes across and finds Ferguson. Ferguson plays on quickly. He's got one man to beat. He does exactly that. Almost found a teammate who couldn't quite take the mark as Mulgrave apply on the pressure. And sending it back. But then the Basin come up to half forward. And, well, a to and fro passage of play at its finest, perhaps, Ryan Long.
You're right, so 14-point Basin lead. Tapped it down, tackled straight away, and couldn't quite pick it up there. Ganatsios from the Lions. 8 minutes gone in this third term. They have responded to every challenge though, so expect them to still come out firing. Passed it off to a teammate there. Just a quick handball over the top in the direction of the lines. A long kick is going to go nowhere. The Bears have got numbers behind the ball. That was Hunt there taking the mark. Got Swindle on in the middle. Going to play out wide if he can hit him. Does well right in front of him. Couldn't take the mark, but he's got an opponent to beat now. Can't pick it up cleanly. Falls to ground. Eventually does there. What? Passed it off. Back to Swindle. Takes the opponent on. Takes a bounce. He's getting round another one. Kicks into the middle and beautiful kick. Oh, but it's cut off at the right time.
Done, Campbell.
Last minute there. Kick inside 45. Chance for the Bears still. Edwards. Ball hits the ground. Good pressure from the Lions. They still manage to find a way out here. Brock. Hand pass it over. Good tackle there. Should create a stoppage, but however that's spoiled because the kick looked like an absolute beauty.
Defensive pressure's unbelievable from Mulgrave at the moment. You know, Sarkisian and Campbell getting in nice and hard. Up it goes. Campbell gets the tap down, but it's going to fall in favour of the Basin. They try and advance forward a touch more, but it's going to be a boundary ball up, or is it? Yes, it is. So very close to goal for the Basin. Ball comes up, ball comes down. Player immediately wrapped up. That man, of course, is Jai Sandbrink again. We've got one. We've got a ball up in there, and players trying to move around the back and try and find as much space as they possibly can. Trying to get the ball. There was Poey. He's been good today. Mulgrave, though, will come out on the outer side of the ground. But it's Swindle to cut it off on centre wing. Sends it back.
Free kick here.
And it's a downfield free kick. Taking it will be Cormac Brown. Sending it to the teeth of goal. No mark taken, and then out the back, the goal umpire puts his hands behind his back and says, well, maybe there's a chance for a goal.
Look
but
at
the field umpire says no.
Behind the goals.
It's a big gathering. It's perhaps akin to an AFL cheer squad type situation. Mulgrave trying to work it out there, but there's the number 15 again, Cormac Brown. Umpire circling. Nothing doing. He says, my ball. Thank you very much.
11 minutes gone in this third term as we get a blood rule here. So Bears play will come off and just gives a bit of time for the Lions to get some players back and set up because they're in a very dangerous area. They trail by 14 points. They had a really strong second quarter when they kicked 4 goals in a row and cut that margin back to a point at one stage. For the Bears with the first goal this quarter has put themselves back on track. They're in a dangerous scoring area right now. Short kick forward. Real scrap around the goals here. Players making it hard for the Bears to have a short kick out towards goal. Here's a chance now. Snap around the body.
Oh my goodness. Goal of the day!
Wait for the umpire to wait here. Just
or not.
He'll refer with his main umpire behind.
Tom Lynch rule prevails again.
Well, look at the Bears supporters behind that was willing that home.
Wow.
Well, maybe you got sucked in by the Bears' reaction behind the goals.
I think I did. Actually, this is probably the first time where the Tom Lynch rule doesn't prevail. I would argue. Anyway, come back into play. Ferguson elected to leave the contest behind. Dean takes the mark at half-back for the Lions. He's got options presenting, but he elects to go very far. Big fly there from Pereira. Couldn't quite take the mark. Ganatsios gets involved. Back to Pereira. Pereira gets it off to Leos, who sends it to the hot spot. Mark taken there! In a perfect spot to have a shot at goal. And that man taking a great mark is Connor Cheney, and he'll have a shot at goal from a great angle. for your traditional forward. Cheney to bring the margin back. The kick is on its way. Touched, presumably
by the man on
off the mark. So a great looking kick, but just the minor score. So it's 7-5-47, the Basin. Mulgrave 5-3, 33, 13 and a bit minutes gone in the third term. Here's Ryan Long.
Big let off for the Bears there. So a long kick down the line by Watt. Mark not taken, ball hits the ground. Bears have got some numbers around the ball that they might be able to edge it forward. Instead, it's the Lions who pick it up cleanly into the middle there. Here's Rouse, puts the ball on the boot, up forward. Mark not taken, but recovered it well. Short kick and find Richards here all by himself.
Richo.
And plays on. The kick just sort of maybe overkicked it a little bit, but he wins it again. He's tackled straight away by Ferguson and dropped the ball. And it'll be a ball up.
So an interesting little decision there from the umpire, because I suppose there was no particular advantage, but play on would have been perhaps the desired call there.
You're right, as the ball falls back out to Rouse, handballs it over the top to Valanis towards the goal line. Not going to quite make it, just a minor score. Mulgrave 5-4-34, the Basin 7-5-47. Jono, 14 and a half minutes gone in this third term.
This is closer than I expected, Ryan.
Certainly
I think this is a fantastic effort from both teams being put on today. The Basin defender comes out, sends one down the line. Collecting the golden fist there was Valanis, immediately wrapped up, Tyler Valanis, and the umpire will ball it up directly in front of us on broadcast side. Up goes the football. Kaczynsk gets the tap down. Here's Valanis again. Got a bit of work to do. Ganatsios, though, tackles his opponent high, and that man there will take it at halfback. And the Basin got to try and get on the charge again and break out the back. Big fly there from Pockio, wasn't that great. Collins falls to ground. Big pack of players flying at the 50, and positioned perfectly there was Richards. He's been great today, as there's a man down there from the Basin immediately where Richards kicked it. Trainers has got to rush to his side. We might have a brief stoppage in play here, but that man there getting up was Newey, Willie Newey. One of the two Newies out on the park today. Will have a ball up just 45 metres out from Mulgrave's goal.
Dangerous area here. I'd love a goal here to cut that margin back to a handy 7 points. Kicking it forward there. They've got some numbers out. Snap on the boot straight away. Towards goal. Got it. Cheney gets one back. And the margin is back to 7 points. 6-4-40 Mulgrave. The Basin 7-5-47. 16 minutes gone in this third term.
How good is footy and how good is this game?
Well,
this is a fantastic match here on show.
Had a couple of plays that just had a bit of space there and just fell right into his hands, and a beautiful finish.
Of course, you're watching Eastland Division 2 Grand Final Day, the first of 3 matches here. The under-19s between the Basin and Mulgrave, and coming up is Knox and Templestowe from 11:30 onwards with myself and Jared Beanland. Play resumes in the centre of the ground. No player can particularly get to it, but Mulgrave really hot at the moment. Underneath it all was Pat Long in the centre of the ground. We'll have a ball up just to the right of centre. Up we go again. Great tap there by Smith. As the Basin try and gain some metres, but only as far as Rouse. Gets it off to Dean. Back to Rouse. He's wrapped up. Umpire said holding the ball is the call. Well, actually, he said play on. And then Mulgrave lay a great tackle. I think it was Valanis who sends it across the ground. Finds a teammate at halfback. I think the Troops. And a great mark there by Chambers. Now to the teeth of goal. A 2-on-1 in favour of the Basin. They work very hard and they're going to score a goal. Brilliant stuff there from Cormac Brown. Under pressure. pressure and nailed it perfectly. Perhaps the contender for goal of the day this morning, Ryan Long.
And Jono, you knew they were in trouble there. It's a dangerous kick. They're willing to take that game on, but as soon as Chambers marked it, they had players out the back, and there was a 2-on-1, so they were always going to win that. And it was just a dangerous place to turn it over, but that's a big one for the Bears because they stretch that margin back out to 13 points. Approaching three-quarter time. So back in the middle now.
Of course, just remember that there is false siren.
There's a ball tackle there. Good tackle by Forrest, not or rewarded with a free kick.
Oh dear. As I was just about to say, there's actually 5 minutes of time on in the last 5 minutes of the third and fourth quarters.
Yes, you heard that. That is not three-quarter time.
And then bang, there goes the siren.
So back in the middle.
Siren gate.
Punch forward. Inside 50 for the line. Swindle picks it up for the Bears.
Tackle.
Tackled straight away. Out the back here. Chance for Lavender. They try and escape the back 50. Kicking it down the wing. And over the back. Didn't work out well for them. Hegan can run onto this. Picks it up cleanly. Passes it over the top. They're under some pressure. But they do well. They've got players out in the middle. Mark taken. And 25, no, 25 there, so Pokia plays on, kicks it inside 45, big fly, and at the back Swindle just took a mark there for the Bears. And he will chip backwards, finds teammate Nui. They lead by 13 points, and they're more than happy just to take 30 seconds off the clock. Still got another quarter to go, of course. So they go back to that far wing. Ball bounces out the back. And we'll get a ball up. Jono?
Another stoppage. By the looks of things, right in front of the EFNL gazebo. Rucks go at it. But we'll have another ball up. Umpire almost immediately just wanting to cut it off and say, no.
Good crowd already here, Jono.
Great crowd here.
6 individual clubs in Division 2 taking part of today.
So no club can do the double here at Walker Park as clubs have in previous instances on men's grand final day. Inside 50 now for Mulgrave. But it's the Basin to clear it out and send it back to where it came from. Great take from Kobe Ferguson. As they try and advance, ball hits the deck. Trying to pick it up there was Emerton. But they see it over again in the exact same spot where the previous stoppage was. Right in front of the Eastland and Deakin University logos pretty much. Up we go. Smith gets the tap down. Finds a teammate, but he's wrapped up and he has been penalised. That man there is Mulgrave go inside 50. Can they find a goal? Bouncing ball. Clever little handball over the top. Tackled there was Sarkissian. Umpire says nothing doing, and it'll be his ball.
Clever handball.
This is where things get interesting. I think Mulgrave can sniff a goal. Campbell, oh gee, he was collided with, potentially infringed with, but still a little bit of work to do. Have Mulgrave. And we've got a ball up just about 5 metres in arrears of where the previous contest was, about 40 metres out from goal. Up we go again. Pokia almost took the chest grab out of the ruck. His players go down left, right, front and behind, quite literally. Out the back though, the Basin. And they send the kick forward. One-on-one contest, though, falls in favour of no one in particular. 2 Mulgrave players come to meet it. One was Wiley. They try and send the ball back to where it came from. Bouncing ball still. Players fall at it. Still on the outer side of the ground, though, and the Basin are on the charge again as the siren sounds. And a handy siren if you're a Mulgrave fan. So it's three-quarter time here at Walker Park. It's the Basin 8-5-53, leading the Mulgrave Lions 6-4-40. Goal kickers and the final term to come right after this on Eastland Division 2 grand final day in the first game.
AFL Victoria, with support of leagues and clubs, are committed to keeping our game great, and we're strong in our stance that any form of abuse across football at all levels is not tolerated. Any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf. Make a promise to be the best version of yourself and support the hard-working volunteers, coaches and umpires who make our great game come to life. Real fans respect the game. Make a pledge to keep the passion alive, but remember, any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf.
So it's like
The footy, plenty of Tigers around the footy as our Redbacks bursting through. On the left there was George. He's kicked it straight through the middle, and the first major of the game goes to Ringwood. They are 1-1-7.
The free kick here. Spears the ball inside forward 50 now. Spinning around. They're doing okay here. Will this one go through? That's an absolute cracker there by Mitch Brereton. Well, he found the big sticks. He was caught
Towards the half-forward line. Players converge. In the back there, I thought was Lachlan, but the poke kick comes now into the forward 50, and it's dragged down in the mark, taken there by Jesse Cherry, and he's won himself a free.
Rudd went in really hard. Falling over at the crucial stage there was Glossop. They've coughed it up. Here's Farmer. Farmer doesn't miss it from there. There's absolutely no way about that. Fantastic goal there by Ringwood. They worked.
He's forward reserve.
Or a Jeff Baring.
Here's Singh, puts it onto the right boot. It's a long kick, going to go to the right though. Played by what a mark! Farmer at the back, sharp the pack brilliantly, take the boundary line. This would really make things hurt here for the Tigers. Plays on, snaps around the body, and he's kicked it. Mitch Farmer kicks his second of the afternoon, 42 on the year.
Professional free kick. He comes in now. He'll kick from just outside the arc. He's already got two. He just loves it. He's an absolute gem. Mitch Farmer gets goal number 3, and they are out to play today.
Towards Blythe, in towards the forward 50, taken there by Jackson, outstretched. Play on, says the umpire. Jackson puts it onto the right boot. Goalward, and it goes through. Jackson's kicked another one here for the Redbacks, and they are running away with it here.
Singh, little knock over the back, and they get another one. There is still time. Charging through the middle of the ground, Callanan goes inside forward 50. Oh, the siren sounds, they were peppering. What a burn, 20 goals. So he knows where the big sticks are. We're right behind him. We'll ride it home. The faithful want something to cheer about. The faithful get something to cheer about. Mitcham are on the scoreboard, the Eastland scoreboard. He goes.
Already got one this afternoon. Runs in from about 25-30 out. He puts it onto the right through. It's straight as an arrow, and it's straight through the middle, and Mitcham have their second of the... this to make it potentially 21. Onto the right boot, doesn't miss from there, and Mitcham are closing the distance here on Ringwood slightly. 3-2-20, they trail one except Willenberg, turns around, puts a hand pass back, finds Gordon. Here's the kick in towards the goal, and the goal purchase it has! Straight through the middle, Mitcham are right back in this one, and what? Collier gets ridded into the ground there by Willenberg. No free kick, play continues. Here come the Tigers, kick by Tui into what's the forward 50, and taking the mark there is Parente, and he'll go up and line up for his second.
Mitcham in this quarter, and that's why they're getting the benefit of the free kicks.
So plays on quickly, kicks it up high. There's a got the carry it has! What a goal there from Jake Tui, another Toman run.
Oh, Van. John Van is my name, but otherwise people call me Jono. And here's, well, there's only one name for him, and his name is Ryan Long.
Thank you, Jono.
G'day again, mate. How are we?
Absolutely. The stage is set, mate. 13-point lead to the Bears. But the Lions have shown themselves to be a worthy competitor this afternoon. They had that big momentum run in that second quarter where they kicked 4 in a row. And they've sort of been able to stick with the Bears. They got the margin back within 7 points in that third term, but a late goal there to the Bears. Put themselves back into the driver's seat. So, Jono, can you make a case for the Lions here?
I can indeed, I reckon. This is, well, they return to the scene of their 4-goal blitz. This quarter, of course, the right of screen, the, shall we call it the I don't know, the EFNL gazebo end is there's nets on one side on the scoreboard, and of course the gazebo end and the ice cream van end as well.
Jono, one thing I think the Lions have got going for them today, or this last quarter, is that the pressure is on probably more so on the Bears as the number one side this season. Only lost at 2 games. Lions, they've got nothing to lose. They are coming in as the underdogs.
They've had a ripper. They've had a ripper season.
Yeah, a great
ripper final series. And an up and down one for sure. And I spoke to some of the coaching staff from Mulgrave this morning, and they definitely embraced the underdog status. And well, this is going to be one hell of a finish. Tell as many people as you can to tune in. And a big hello to the Mulgrave Cricket Club. If you're watching this game, of course, the club that bears the same name. I know there are a few Mully cricket boys watching. And we'll get underway for the final term. Here's Ryan Long.
Last quarter of the Under-19s Division 2 Grand Final. Tapped out. Ferguson couldn't get it. Ran over the ball. Caught high there in the tackle. So a chance here, Gervasoni for the Lions to send them inside 45. A short chip into the middle. The mark taken.
Richards.
So
no, sorry, not Richards. Scantos.
Scantos goes inside 50. Mark. Got it. Here's a chance of the Lions. Can they kick the first?
This will bring the house down, I reckon.
So
and here's Cheney again. He's been electric in front of goal.
Came into this game with the 19 goals. He's already kicked 1. Maybe even kicked 2. I'm missing 1 goal on the list here. Connor Cheney will come on in. This will make things really interesting if he can put it through. Kick on its way. Just to the left, made the umpire work for it.
Handy point.
A handy point, you can say. 6-5-41, the Lions. The Bears 8-5-53. A minute gone in this last term. Do or die, Jono.
Well, it's 2 kicks, so perhaps we might embrace the idea. We might go to extra time.
Bit early.
I know, it's a very early call. As play comes towards us, a massive kick as players converge. One of them is Gervasoni, who's been very good in and around the contest, and he'll probably have another big role to play here. Another one of those players as well is Cody Forrest, who set the tone early for the de facto home side this morning. Up goes the ruck. Valanis robes it. They go inside 50 again, Mulgrave, as pressure builds. Pressure builds near. Great tackle there, but it is a high one. And it's going to go the way of Mulgrave. Can't quite see a number there.
That's Dean.
I think it is. Yeah, it is Dean. So Austin Dean has played a big role today. He's on a slight angle. A big kick ahead of him. Dean comes in. The kick is on its way.
He loves
and we're back to 6 points.
He loved it off the boot.
2.5 minutes gone. The Basin, 8-5-53. The Mulgrave Lions, 7-5-47. 6 points in it, as I said.
Jono, that's
Can you feel it, Ryan?
Absolutely, that's the start they needed. We looked at this first 2 minutes. A goal the Basin way went first. It could have been made things really tough, but they get that important one, bringing it back to just 6 points, as you mentioned. 3 minutes gone in this last term, so the challenge is up for the Bears now. Can they respond? Out in the ruck, Swindle couldn't get there. Lions just edge it forward. Bears have got some numbers around the ball. They can get going, moving around, getting past Lyle and Pyro. Handballs it into the middle. Not taken by Ferguson, and instead is picked up here by Gervasoni. And they'll go inside 45 again. The kick will go over the top of their intended target. And the Bears have got Swindle out, who'll run onto this, take the mark. They've got players out. They can link up on this broadcast side. Here's Poe. Can go over the top if he chooses to. He would take his time. And they just patiently wait for an option to appear. Goes down the line. Under it there. Smith out the back. Ferguson passes it off. Inside 50. Mark almost taken. Lions players got around the ball at the ground level. Kick forward. Punched away towards the boundary side. Can they keep it in? Shrugged him off, Ferguson. And we'll get a ball up.
Scantos took it over there very cleverly.
4 minutes gone, Jono. Last term. Bears by 6.
48 metres out from the Basin goal. Getting the tap down there was Sandbrink. And also going down were a few players as well, and also the Sharon. We'll do it all again in the same position. Campbell was pushed out. Sandbrink gathers, dispossessed, and it is a throw. Great pressure there. And the men in red and blue. And Valanis has it at half-back. Slow play activated. The eyes were lowered for Gervasoni, but he missed the mark. He still manages to pick it up, sending it down the line. It's a big kick, but...
Another stoppage here, unless we can get a handball out. The umpire's pinged a free kick here towards the Basin, and they'll go straight into the middle. They've got players on. Passingham.
Pressure.
But pressure here. Passes it off just in time. Had plenty of space there. Kicks it towards... Big mark there for the Lions. Pat Long.
Great mark taken.
Passed it off. They're under pressure themselves. If they can get things going, not being able to pick it up there, Richards. He gets a handball this time over the top. The Basin have got numbers around the ball. Ferguson's one of them. Takes on his opponent, takes on 2. Can go inside 50s.
Oh, God!
Holding the ball.
Thought he was on for it.
He got past 2. 3 was too much, and I'll play on, but it's coming back. It's coming back, and...
That is interesting match control there from the umpire, and we've got Ferguson down here. A little bit worse for wear after the tackle. And I'll tell you what, how good would it have been if Ferguson evaded, what, 5, 6 players? That was ridiculous.
Well, it was a task too big, because he did get past the first couple, but the Lions had so many players around there to be able to take him down. So
Ferguson's up, we'll get a restart. Merkley sends it across the face. And they're out the back here through Deal. And ball over the top. It's a turnover. Tackle was laid. Very well done by the Basin. They send it back inside 50 to a one-on-one contest. Mark wasn't quite taken. Over the back there is Collins. They work hard. And now Wiley on the outer side of the ground. Gets it off to Deal. Into the outside one-on-one contest. Bouncing footy. Who can get to it first? Getting to it first there was Lachlan Newey, but it is going to be a ball up as a result of it going over the boundary. Up it goes again. Forrest. Last hand
big, hasn't he?
On the football. Up we go again. Great tap there down by the Basin ruckman. Mulgrave edge ever so closely, only as far as that Basin player on centre wing. Umpire says his ball by the looks of things, and we'll get ball up on true centre wing. Up it goes again. This time it's the Basin ruck. And they're going to go back inside 50. The Bears, 2-on-1 contest in favour of Mulgrave. Clever little golden fist, but the Basin are still on. He runs past a few players. A dribbler on the ground was Arfi. And a handy point nonetheless for the Bears. And Mulgrave need to mount a challenge here as we tick past 8 minutes gone in the final.
Jono, just wait for a Bears last quarter goal. They're going to erupt.
Bring the house down
underneath the scoreboard as the Lions clear it out of their back 50. Mark out the back was a good one. Decides to take his time before picking his next option. Just puts it on as long as he can. Bears have got some numbers back there. Punched backwards and out of bounds. So that was Kishnitz who had the spoil there. 8 and almost 9 minutes gone in this last term.
Mulgrave has it right where they want it.
You're right, inside 50. They trail by 7 points. Would love another goal to make this really interesting. Kick up towards the top of the square. Basin got some numbers again. Almost spoiled, but Joshua Hunt takes a mark. So actually it may have gone out of bounds. So it's a good result here for the Lions.
Is indeed. They've just got to... I mean, around the ground they haven't been too great in trying to convert from these opportunities. And really that shows as it goes over the boundary line again. We'll do it just to the left of the goalpost. Up we go. Rucks go at it. Great pressure there. And a great tackle from Lachlan Newey, who's put on some great tackles today. We'll do it again, just 5 metres behind from where it was. But it's a clearing kick. Going outside. Players come to meet it. One of them is Gervasoni. Inside 50, but only just. And now Mulgrave can come in through again through Skansos. And the mark is taken perfectly. I think that's Manny Sarkissian.
No,
it is not. Sorry, it's not.
Ganatsios.
It's not Manny, it's Ganatsios. And, well, the haircuts are similar. But, well, it was going to be one.
And they both had really good games.
It was bound to be one of them, wasn't it? Andy Ganatsios to bring it to a 1-point margin. Sorry,
No, you're right.
Yes, indeed. It is a 1-point margin. He comes in, just a fairly tight angle. Kick is on its way. It's just to the right. Umpire signals 1 index finger, and now it's an even 6 points.
7-6-48 Mulgrave. The Basin 8-6-54. 11 minutes gone in this last term. Under 19's grand final for Division 2. Massive day out here at Walker Park. The Basin try and clear it towards Schnitz. Punched it forward. And just escorting it over the line there was Pereira. So, ball up here, 11 minutes gone. Just a handy 6-point margin. They're keeping it in here, the Basin. They could be on if they are able to
keep it
It's
in.
not, and then we'll get another ball up.
Ball up this time.
Quality crowd out here in Walker Park.
A fantastic crowd. And
absolutely.
There's probably no better place to have grand final day, to be honest.
Final series. They do it well here at Mitcham. So here's the Basin. They're out. Ferguson will just put it on the boot. Standing under it there. He did very well. Almost got cleaned up. Hagan, but stood his ground. That was courageous. And his kick across the ground. They switch it. What can the Lions do here? Down the line, out the back. Did well. Kicks it inside 50. A mark. Pereira's there. Out the back. No, taken. And ball brought to ground. We'll get a stoppage inside 50.
Right where Mulgrave want it. And this is really it for them. If they can't, well, if they can score here, there will be another level of belief for the men in red and blue. But unfortunately, it's ball ups around the ground that have been the order of the day. Potentially just putting a brief spot in play as the kick is on its way for a goal. Mulgrave have leveled the scores. Coming out of absolutely nowhere. Gervasoni, what a man. And here we go. Strap yourselves in, folks. Do not go anywhere. 13 minutes have elapsed. A goal came out. Was anybody expecting that? Gervasoni coming in like a thief in the night. And look out. They're under the pump here, the Basin Bears. Wowee, can you believe it? Here's Ryan Long.
2 last quarter goals here for the Lions in the middle again. 8-6-54 apiece. 13 and a half minutes gone. What a grand final we have here for the under-19s.
Remember, 15 minutes elapse and we'll have no time, idea of how much time is
pushing
left.
Forward here, Jono. They're going inside 50. Poe's tackled and caught. The ball just dropped it. Lions take possession. Scores are level. Just slowing it down. Going to the far side here. Does Long. Mark taken at the far wing. Out at half back. Kicks it down the line. Punched over. Doing well there, did Hunt. Jono, how about the Lions this last quarter? 2 goals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have certainly made this one hell of a finish. They've come in as the underdogs this afternoon. Ball up on that far wing. Here's a chance. The Lions couldn't quite control it, so now the Bears might be able to send the ball forward themselves. Almost hit without the ball. Trying to get his hands out there. Can't quite, so we'll get a stoppage. 14 and a half minutes gone. 8-6-54 apiece. Taken out in the possession. No clear. Just sort of bounces out. Short kick here for the Lions. They go inside 50. Mark dropped here.
This is where
Chance
they
for the Lions.
go well.
Tackled. Ball hits the ground. Bears have got some numbers if they can clear it. Tackled again. The pressure's been immense. Stoppage. They've had all the play this last quarter, Jono.
We just got a text from the van saying we couldn't have another draw, could we?
We had one last week in reserves. Punched out.
What an amazing game that was.
Into the middle of the ground, but the Lions have got some numbers in. Long will send it to the wing. The kick probably overdoes it. And a chance now for the Basin, Jono.
Players got to work hard. What a tackle! What a tackle from that man there, the number 25. I think it was K. Yeah, it was. And this is was either K or Valanis, and just red hot pressure here. It's Mulgrave potentially out the back. K after that tackle has been wrapped up. A lot of flowing mullets and hairstyles out the back from the men at Garnet Road, and another one of them, of course, is Luke Campbell, who takes the ruck contest. Out the back now. I think it might have been Pereira. Sending one. Oh no, there's Pereira at the contest, but it's the Basin to respond, and they get a mark, a 2-on-1 contest in favour of Mulgrave. The ball falls for Scansos. Umpire, though, has stopped the clock. It is going to be a Mulgrave free kick.
The throw from Chambers. Jeez, they are under extreme pressure, Jono.
The media manager of the EFNL, Matt Fodia, describes it as potentially the never-ending season if we can have overtime here at Walker Park. And a foretaste of perhaps what's to come. There's still 2 matches to go. Knox and Temple still up next. Players fly. No one can quite get the ball. But it's the Basin to mount a challenge. Clever little tap there from Ferguson. Didn't land in the hands of one of his teammates. It landed in the hands of Ganatsios instead. And then the Basin just collect. Just briefly. Sandbrink getting involved there once again. Mulgrave players come to meet it, and we're in the centre of the ground down Mulgrave's end. 17 minutes gone in the final term. No idea of how much time is left. The Basin come down to broadcast side past the Eastland logo. Kay puts on the pressure, but they go inside 50 the Basin. A mark is taken! Saunders Emerson.
Big mark, big time player.
Did a lot of good things in the first half of this match to really set the tone. And how the Basin were going to go about it. Lachlan Saunders Emerson with perhaps the game on his boot. We're 8-6 apiece here at Walker Park. LSE kicks. The kick is on its way. It's touched on the line. A 1-point lead. Or is it?
Goal umpire's just copped it. He put his body on the line there, didn't he?
The goal umpire has put his body on the line, and the field umpire signals all clear, and we're all good. The worst we've had as an injury to a goal umpire is an ACL in an AFL game. I think it was at GMHBA. But luckily the goal umpire's okay. Can Mulgrave respond? This is pretty much the last roll of the dice. Mark was almost taken in the centre of the ground. Players come to meet it. And they're inside 50 Mulgrave through Pereira. Can a mark be taken? Some great work there from Scansos. Kick though, misses everything. We're going to go over the line. It's a turnover. And the Basin might be able to ice the clock. Ryan Long.
19 minutes gone. Under-19s Division 2 Grand Final. Bears lead by a single point. 8-7-55. Mulgrave 8-6-54. They have possession in the back pocket, and they'll go down the line. But it's almost a turnover. They'll send it back inside 50 of the Lions. Mark taken almost. No out the back.
Oh, jeez.
This was touched.
I'd love to know how much time is left.
We have no idea. 19 and a half minutes gone. The Bears have been the best side all season, only lost the 2 games. The Lions have come in with an incredible finals run. There we go, ball up, inside 50 for the Lions. Punched out. Who can get possession of it? A short kick was smothered. Real scrapping here, and will be a stoppage, and the Bears will just try and clog this up. We're coming up to 20 minutes.
Well, in the commentary changeover next time, it'll be Jaron Beadland and myself, and he's going to get to a time update for us, and perhaps it might be too late.
So kick out of bounds. Jared's coming back here with a time update for us.
90 seconds.
90 seconds, Jono. The Bears lead by a point.
We go up again. Mulgrave. They've had an epic season. They've got a lot of work to do if they're going to try and claw back the lead. It's only just 1 point in favour of the Basin. Metres are gained. Crucial metres for the Bears. This is the battle for Animal Kingdom supremacy here at Walker Park. Footy goes up. Footy comes down. And we've got a scrum on the outer side wing, directly opposite us. Footy goes back up again. Can Mulgrave find a way back inside 50? As time ticks down, we're probably inside a minute now. Oh my goodness, can you believe it?
Well, every stoppage here is good for the Bears. They just waste more time.
Campbell gets the tap down. Mulgrave advance only as far as that Basin player at half back. Players will come to meet it. It's the Basin again in the centre of the ground. And they come ever so close as Mulgrave players scramble. The scramble continues. The seconds tick down. The mark is taken on centre wing by Scansos. Potentially an infringement there. Umpire calls play on.
Free kick.
A free kick has been paid. Mulgrave, no. Getting a bit excited there. The umpire stretch arms out, and you get a bit excited because you think maybe a free kick has been paid. No idea how much time is left, but this will pretty much be it. Whatever happens here will decide the game. A ball up, just on the edge of the centre square, very close to the junction. Ryan Long to take us to the final seconds.
Approaching.
I can't handle this.
22 minutes gone in this last term. Punch forward. The Basin hold on. The Basin win by a point. The under-19s have got there. 8-7-55 to the Lions. 8-6-54. And look at that. Stacks up in the middle. And look at that run on. The scenes here.
The waltz of jubilation for the Basin Bears. Unbelievable scenes here at Walker Park. Commiserations to Mulgrave. What an epic season they've had. And it comes to the most devastating close for the under-19s. The final score, Basin 8-7-55, 8-6-54 the Lions. Run us through the goal kickers. What an amazing contest we've had.
Oh, there we go. So to the Basin Sooners, Everton had 3 goals in the first quarter. Cormac Brown with 1, Lee West with 2, Sandbury with 1, Richard Poe with 1, Mulgrave, 2 for Dean, 2 for Sarkisian, 1 for Cheney, 1 for Germisoni. Massive game, Jono. The Lions, they came on strong. They kicked 2 goals to get it. Score there, punched over the goals and for the Bears to hold on in
You and I are done here for commentary. Thanks very much for being alongside me. We're coming up to the presentation soon, and the commentary changeover will result will be myself and Jared Bainland. But until next time, I've been John O'Ben. He's been Ryan Long. We'll be back with the post-match presentations right after this.
It's full time in an absolute epic to start the day here at Division 2 Grand Final Day, thanks to Eastland. The final score, 8-7-55 the Basin, defeating Mulgrave 8-6-54. What a fantastic game. Post-match presentation still to come.
Glad I had my 2.
We're on our way up and
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the post-match presentation for the Under-19s Eastland Division 2 Grand Final. What a fantastic game competed by two great teams, and commiserations to Mulgrave. Congratulations to the Basin. We come to the presentation of the awards, and presenting the awards is Dean O'Neill from the EFNL. We begin with the Best On Ground medal, thanks to the Blue Ribbon Foundation. That man is number 39 from the Basin, Christian Poe. Once again, congratulations to Christian. And now we come to the presentation of the Premiership Medals and Premiership Cup. We start with number 1, Thomas Swindell. Number 5, Lockie Saunders Emerson. Number 7, Kobe Ferguson. Number 8, Logan Chambers. Number 10, Marcus Arfi. Number 12, Cam Edwards. Number 13, Tristan Borg. Number 14, Ben Muggett. Number 15, Jesse Cormac Brown. Number 16, Liam West. Number 17, Will Newey. Number 18, Bailey Emerton. Number 19, Jack Watt. Number 20, Josh Hunt. Number 21 is Billy Passingham. Number 22 is Lockie Newey. Number 27 is Cody Forrest. Number 30, Max Lavender. Number 33, Kai Sandbrick. Welcome back, the best on ground, the blue ribbon medalist. Number 39, Christian Poe. Number 42, Jack Karschnitz. Number 44, Cooper Smith. The runner for the Basin is Brett Beggs. And the trainer, Jasmine Rice Merritt. And the off-field personnel, the coaches, Dean Macon, Michael Arfey, another coach is Byron Phillips, Junior Poe, the Premiership captain, number 23, Jai Gribble. And the senior coach, Jamie Beggs.
Firstly, before I say a few words, we actually missed one of my superstars in the presentation today, and that's number 11, Peter Brock. So come get your medal, mate. Firstly, to Mulgrave, Richo and the boys, I'm going to be honest, there was one team I didn't want to play come grand final, and it was you guys, because you're so well coached. You move the ball so well, and Manny gives me plenty of headaches. So, unbelievable game today, couldn't have scripted it. All respect to you guys. Enjoy it, you should celebrate, because you guys have been phenomenal all year. I'm surrounded by a great team of coaches, trainers, support staff, and without you guys and my own family, this isn't possible. 54 players it took to create this moment, so credit to all you guys, but to my guys that played today, you guys just found that heart. Absolutely sensational. I love you all, but let's fucking get rowdy tonight, I'll tell you what.
And now the presentation of the Premiership Cup and Premiership flag to under-19 Division 2 premiers, the Basin.
Beat 'em all, the long and the short and the tall. We'll beat all the top teams and bottom teams too. We're on our way up and we'll beat you too. So we're saying goodbye to them all. As back to their homes they will crawl. You'll get no promotion this side of the basin. So cheer up and let's beat 'em all.